Welcome to another presentation of the Solid Sports video blog. You're watching it right here on the Solid Sports a gaming channel. I'm Troy West saying thank you. This is episode 42 and today's date is May 26, 2018. Thank you so much for watching. Second blog in a row, of course, this week. It's good to be back. Thank all the supporters that's been there the last 2 weeks. And I'm grateful to be back on YouTube. It feels good to be able to do the blogs again. They got a special blog lined up as well for the NBA Finals, as I give a breakdown preview of that on Wednesday, so look out for that. So I have 2 blogs this week, Wednesday, and then next Saturday I will still do the normal blog. But in today's blog, we're just going to touch on, I give a little MLB update where I touch on a little baseball, run through every division, comment on it. Of course, the NBA playoffs are definitely heating up. Cavaliers with a big win last night, force a Game 7 tomorrow in Boston. And the Warriors face elimination tonight at home as Houston comes back to California and Oakland to face the Warriors, as the Warriors will try to force a Game 7 as well. Of course, my initial picks was Cleveland and Golden State. I'm going to stay with that until otherwise. Of course, Cleveland was able to save themselves. Let's see if the Warriors will be able to do the same. We'll talk about that. NFL talk this week. Of course, the protest rule that came down this week. Players are required to stand for the anthem now, or you can stay in the locker room. Been a lot of back and forth this week in the media. I'll get my thoughts on it. And just some other thoughts. NHL playoffs. Of course, it's the Stanley Cup. I think that starts tonight with the Washington Capitals finally breaking through, and the expansion team, the Las Vegas Golden Knights. So, very interesting series if you're a hockey fan. The horse Justify. Sorry that I didn't know it last week, but he's known now. He could be another Triple Crown winner if he wins the Belmont in 2 weeks. And just, more shout outs to people. Let's go ahead and get started. As we touch on baseball first, the Yankees and the Red Sox, man, they are heating it up. They look clearly like the best 2 teams in baseball right now. Yankees, it's always good when these 2 teams are good because they are historic. And then the rivalry they have with each other always make baseball a little bit more interesting when those 2 teams are good at the same time. Boston, like I said, I'm still skeptical about Boston, especially around playoff time, but can't deny how well they've played this year. Like I said, if they get David Price back, to be that solid second pitcher with Chris Sale, they're going to be a team to be reckoned with. The Yankees, they getting their pitcher for Luis Severino. CD Sabathia's pitched well this year. Of course, they got probably the best bullpens in baseball. And then they red hot. They call it murderous row with Gary Sanchez, Aaron Judge, and now Giancarlo Stanton came over from the Miami Marlins in the offseason. He had his up and downs, but still as a team, they hitting real hard. Then Torres, I think he's a rookie. I think he's hitting home runs every night. So Yankees are an exciting team to watch. But as far as the rest of the East, they pretty much pulled away. Toronto hung in there for the first month, but then they fell off. Orioles got off to a bad start. And Tampa still hanging around, but it's the Boston and the Yankees division. Wouldn't be surprised if Boston win the division, but I just don't think they're gonna get that far. I think the Yankees will win the division though, but wouldn't be surprised if Boston did pull that out. But the Yankees definitely going to the playoffs, and definitely is a World Series contender. In the American League Central, pretty much bunched up. Indians clearly, to me, the best team in that division, but everybody's still hanging around. Cleveland still right around 500. It's just about everybody else in that division as well. But Cleveland, to me, I feel the same way about them I feel about Boston. Like I said, I'm not a believer in curses and stuff, but I don't know, they just can't get it done. They just can't get over that hump. So until they do, I think, like I said, I think they win this division, but After that, I don't know how far they would get, but I don't got them going too far. And in the West, it's Houston again. They starting to roll. That's another dominant team right now. Seattle hanging in there, and the Angels as well. Angels is an interesting team with Ohtani hitting and pitching very well. Mike Trout still doing his normal thing, probably the best player in baseball. So Angels is a team to be. I hope they make the playoffs. I would like to see them finally make the playoffs. So I hope that's the case for them. Over the National League, my Atlanta Braves. I gotta give a shout out to my Braves, man. They still in first place after all this time. Only a half game up over the Phillies, which been another surprising team this year. But that division a little cramped up. The Mets are still right there, and so are the Nationals. The Nationals to me still the deeper team in that division. I think they eventually take it over, but I'd be happy if my Braves at least make a wild card. I don't remember the last time they've been in the playoffs. It's been a while since they've been in the playoffs. Really, since when Bobby Cox retired, Braves ain't really been that good of a team. But like I said, I grew up an Atlanta Braves fan, and like I said, I'm from Baltimore, but I do root for the Orioles as well. But I was an Atlanta Braves fan. That was my first team I ever rooted for. Period. So I'm always gonna have love for Atlanta Braves. I'm just glad they're doing well. I gotta do some more research on them. Like I said, I don't know all these players. I know is Freddie Freeman. They let go of Jose Bautista, but then he went right to the Mets. Tahern, they started pitcher. Swanson, the shortstop. So I only know a few of the players. So I gotta get my knowledge up with my Braves so I can really start rooting for them again. But I'm happy for them. I hope I'd be happy if they hold on to win it. I don't think so, but I just hope they do, or at least make a wild card. I'd be happy about that. The Central in the National League bunched up, just like the Central in the American League. You got Milwaukee, you got St. Louis, the Cubs. The Cubs, I think, is leading the division, I believe, but it's bunched up. It's like all of them separated by like a game. Pittsburgh started off well, but they fell off. Who was the other team in the division? What was that? Everybody. I think that was everybody, I believe. But in the National League, it's I think Arizona's leading it. Colorado right there. Giants hanging in there. The Dodgers been disappointed. I'm not gonna give up on them yet. But the Dodgers look good. Kershaw has been hurt. I mean, they had some injuries and stuff, but still, I didn't think they would be doing this bad. Maybe they'll get it together. I'm not going to give up on them yet. Like I said, it's early baseball season. Really, teams don't start pushing it until after the All-Star break. That's where you really see divide and who's the good teams and who the bad teams, etc. So, but like I said, the Yankees and the Red Sox right now are very impressive to me. And most likely they're going to keep on rolling. Alright, well, let's move on to the NBA playoffs. Coming down to the home stretch of the NBA Finals. Big game for LeBron James, last night, as he was able to carry the Cavs I think they beat them by 10. It was 106-96. Boston, I don't know, Boston just a different team on the road, but Game 7 is going to be interesting. I got Cleveland winning it, still. I picked them to get to the finals since the beginning of the year. I picked the Warriors as well, so like I said, I'm not going to chase those picks until one of them, I guess, lose. But Boston, to me, like I said, the next year they're going to be a team to be reckoned with. They'll be probably my team I pick come out the East next year. They get a healthy Kyrie Irving back, a healthy Gordon Hayward back, go over all these young guys, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Terry Rozier came out of nowhere in the playoffs. Now that he had to, step in for Kyrie. Al Horford is a veteran. They just got a lot of young pieces out there. I like the team that they have. Them in Philadelphia are going to be going to be fighting for the East for a while if they keep their teams together. Then who knows where LeBron goes? So Philadelphia is probably a team, that he's looking at. But Well, people been talking about that this week too. Is she gonna leave, or like this could have been a hot game in Cleveland. Like if they lose tomorrow night. I mean, well, when he left to go to Miami, I said, he gonna stay in Cleveland. This is his home. He went to Miami. He came back. I mean, part of me, like, I heard somebody say, one of the sports shows I listen to ESPN Radio. I look at Fox Sports 1. I heard a lot of opinions, but the one opinion that I agree with is, I personally don't think he's going to leave, but who knows? Like I said, who knows what's on his mind, what his motivation really is. But going to under these other teams, he's, unless he wanted to take a step back, it's not going to work basketball-wise, or it's going to be some type of conflict. He's the person that need the ball in his hands. Houston was on the list. You got Chris Paul and James Harden down there. But Houston already came out and said they're not really, if LeBron come there, great, but they're not really, basically not going to chase him. They feel like they got a good enough team, and they could prove it tonight if they win. They'd be in the finals, so, and they most likely going to win it. No matter, even if it's Cleveland coming out or Boston, I think I would still give Houston the edge, but Houston ain't really pressed about him. The Lakers is a possibility because, his LA connections and all that, but do you really want to go there? I mean, that's still like a rebuilding type atmosphere. I mean, he'll make him an instant contender, but still not over Golden State, still not over Houston. Well, I mean, this is probably a little off topic, but I like Utah. I like Donovan Mitchell, man. Like that kid, I see him play in these playoffs. They won against Houston. But he's going to be something else. I think he's going to be a pretty good player. To me, he's rookie of the year. Sorry, Ben Simmons. I just think he's rookie of the year. I think Ben Simmons deserves something, but my thing is, I know it's a rule. If you don't play during the year, you're still a rookie, but he still was drafted the year before, and he still had NBA experience, not on the court. But I think he even played at the Summer League, though Summer League don't mean anything either, but he had NBA experience, so you have advantage going in. You still was around NBA talent, NBA players. Donovan Mitchell was a flat-out rookie, so I think, unfortunately, injuries are part of the game, so if you get injured, I think that's your rookie year, and that's it. You shouldn't be eligible for it the next year. That's just me. That's my personal opinion. I think some people disagree with that, but that's why I would give it to Donovan Mitchell, not just because of that thing, because Ben Simmons played great this year, but I just think he carried the Jazz to the playoffs. The Jazz started off terrible, and he turned this game around, and then it's in the Western Conference. I ain't had Utah even making the playoffs, so I think people had some expectation for Philadelphia coming in, because of Embiid, so. But that's how I didn't mean to get off topic, but yeah, I just wanted to rant about that. But Cleveland, big win last night. They forced a Game 7. That's tomorrow night. Tonight is the Warriors and the Rockets in Game 6. Of course, Houston leads that series 3-2. Gotta say, I'm nervous for the Warriors, but they at home. Houston did break that 15-game playoff win streak at home in Game 4. So, but I don't see the Warriors losing. That means they would have beat the Warriors 3 games in a row. So I just don't see that. I think the Warriors are definitely with this. Game 7, I'm still not sure about. But like I said, I'm not going to go against my pick. I picked the Warriors. I think they'll win the next 2 games. But I think they're going to be close, just like the last 2 games has been. Because the first 3 games was blowouts. Whoever won was blowouts. Warriors won Game 1 in a blowout. Houston came back, blitzed them in Game 2, and then Game 3, when we thought Houston was dead because they blew them out by 40. A lot of people thought Houston was done then, but Houston, I give Houston credit. They fought. And oh yeah, the big thing is, I almost forgot about this important information. Chris Paul is not playing tonight. So that gives the Warriors a definite advantage. Even though them losing Iguodala the last couple of games, which I think it's hurt them as well. So, oh, excuse me. So it's going to be an interesting game. I think it's a must-win for the Warriors, of course, because they'd be eliminated. But if they win this game, then if they don't win this game, then they ain't deserve to move on. Now you don't got Chris Paul, so that means James Harden gonna have the ball in his hands. Unless he dominates scoring and passing the ball around, I mean, I don't see Houston winning this game tonight. But game 7, who knows? You know, that's why I don't like picking series of like go 7, because to me, you're not sure. If you're picking it to go 7, you're not sure. You're not that sure about it. You know, that's just my opinion. I think 6 games, 5 games, you're more convinced who's gonna win the series. If you pick it at 7, you sort of not criticize. I try not to pick the series to go to 7, but basically you're not sure to me when you pick a series to go 7 games. But I'm hoping the Warriors win, so we can have 2 game 7s back to back. So, but like I said, Wednesday I'm gonna do a special blog all about the NBA Finals, previewing game 1 matchups. Just like I did last year. But like I said, I think it's going to be Warriors Cavs 4, which will extend the record of consecutive meetings in the finals. Alright, well, that's it for the NBA playoff talk. Let's talk about the NFL. Last week I just touched on the stuff that's happened since I've been gone. Like I said, I was gone for months. But this ruling with the protests came out this week, so there's been a lot of talk and debate about it. I mean, I gave my opinion on the whole thing, period. Like I said, it didn't bother me when Kaepernick or anybody started protesting, because they had a reason to protest, you know. But some people, it bothers them. I mean, everybody would have taken it to a race thing. You can't avoid it. It is sort of a racial thing. Maybe if you're white, you feel more, you know, patriotic, I guess, to use the word, I guess, or more like this is your country. So I guess you're more offended by the flag. And probably people in the military are sensitive to it too. But even some people in the military came out and said, that's why I go fight for you, so you can protest and do these things. Now me about the rule, I'm on the fence. Like, I feel like, I mean, it's the NFL. If they feel like it's hurting their money, you know, do what you gotta do. Like, I'm not against that, but just about why they started doing, that's the thing we keep losing on, why Kaepernick took a knee. It's, you know, police brutality, you know, equality, you know, equality for minority people, you know. That's what he did it for. He didn't do it to pee off anybody, to pee off the owners. And then I think they did him wrong, because now he's not going to play in the league again. He's been out the league 2 years. That's going to be more the excuse they use now. It ain't going to be about the protocol. You ain't played in 2 years. Thanks for no thanks. Taves fake meetings with him. Seattle, I think, did it. I think they did it twice. Talked about how they was interested in him but didn't sign him. Being in Baltimore, the Ravens, they did it. Well, they pretty much listened to the people. You know, I think people got, well, he did mess himself a little bit when he messed with Ray Lewis. You don't mess with Ray Lewis, not here. You know, Ray Lewis is like a god here. And he did kind of, well, his girlfriend supposedly with the Django tweet or whatever. I'm not on social media, so I never even saw it. I just heard about it by listening to sports news. But I still don't think the Ravens would have signed him anyway. I really don't. Even though now, with them signing RG3 and drafting Lamar Jackson, I guess that's supposed to be an excuse. So, but like I said, I never had a major problem with it. It didn't make me didn't want to watch the football. That's why I understand. Like, why you don't want to watch? You're gonna watch. Like, if you're a real fan, this is not bothering you. It really ain't. Like, but they got numbers to prove that it is hurting their money. So this is I guess somewhat a solution. But I don't know. I think it's possibly they could get more messy, because players will stay in the locker room that want to protest. They might stay in the locker room. Then when they come out, crowd might boo or whatever, I guess. Like, you know, you can't avoid the conflict. So but we'll see how this thing folds out. But like I said, my overall opinion on it, to me is not bothering me at all. I think people are a little bit oversensitive about it. Like, you have a right to protest as long as you're doing it peacefully. Why is it hurting you? But I mean, the flag, I understand how people is sensitive to the flag. Some people more than others. Me, I don't, I don't really, it doesn't bother me. I understand it, like, but you taught as a young age in school to, stand for the flag, put your hand over your heart, all that. So that might be embedded in some people as well. But like I said, clearly I'm black, so, and I've dealt with smaller situations, not extreme that I've been attacked by a cop or anything like that, but I have been racially profiled a couple of times before when cop basically threatened me, made me feel I felt threatened. I felt like that you stereotyping me. You don't know what type of person I am, and just because I fit a certain description doesn't mean that or I'm going to act crazy. They just stereotype me. And then it is bad cops out here. And Baltimore has definitely been proven that it's bad cops because it's been, the FBI had to come here and investigate. That's how bad the police department is going. And then we can't even keep a commissioner, a police commissioner. So it's clear that the police need to improve themselves. And just the whole, like I said, the whole thing, I just hate that people get racially profiled, period, regardless of what your race is. Everybody always talk about, like I said, equality is the key word. Like, there's certain things that's not equal, certain things though that, like I said, even yourself, you have to improve yourself in, so. But yeah, I don't want to get too much into that, but the protest, like I said, we'll see how this rule works. Some people think it's going to work, some people think it's not. I guess give it a chance. I guess that's basically what I'm saying. Give it a chance, see if it works. But some people are sensitive to some things, some people are not, and that's just how life is. You try to make a compromise. I guess that's what the NFL trying to do, trying to compromise it to appease everyone. But sometimes you just can't. You just got to take a stand and stand by it. So we'll see how this thing unfolds in the season. Well, really we'll see it in the preseason because that's when games really start. But like I said, as far as the overall issue that Colin Kaepernick actually protested for, we need to improve. Police need to improve themselves, and we need to, not saying that you ain't supposed to be out or not supposed to do anything, but just don't, like go against the police is not good either, because when you're gonna need the police. Like if you're in trouble, you're gonna call 911. So we need the police, but they have to improve themselves. I mean, it's a tough job, so I understand, but to kill somebody when they unarmed, there's no excuse for that, regardless, none. There's no excuse. And then there's always a black man, like I said, that's racially profiling, thinking everybody, that you're so afraid you're in danger, but you're the one with the gun. So, I don't understand that. But like I said, that's a whole other issue. I don't want to get into it too much. But we'll see how this rule works for the NFL. Hopefully, I'm just tired of all this, honestly. Like I just give me my football, man. I just want to watch football. Don't want to have to talk about this all the time, But they did Kaepernick wrong, though. I would have seen him back in the league, but I just doubt it. I think he's never going to play in the NFL again anyway. But I'm thankful for his sacrifice, because he definitely sacrificed his career. So that's it with that. And that's it for the blog. Ain't really that much more to talk about. Yeah, like I said at the beginning of the blog, NHL playoffs, it's the finals. I think they start tonight. I should have looked it up first. If it ain't tonight, it's definitely soon, because I know they start before the NBA finals start. The NBA finals start Thursday. So, like I said, the Golden Knights and the Capitals, two big storylines. I think I would be happy for whoever wins, and I'll probably check out some games. I like watching hockey during the playoffs. During the regular season, I admit I don't watch that much hockey, but during the playoffs, it's much more intense, much more technical. You see the skills of the players more. Ain't all that stupid fighting crap. because that kind of, I mean, I like watching it, but it kind of turns me off. It don't take it seriously, I guess, as much if they fighting all the time. But I definitely try to check out some of that. We might have a Triple Crown winner this year. Justify won the Preakness, and he won the Kentucky Derby. I didn't know. Like I said, I didn't keep up with it. But now it's starting to get traction. Like I said, when there's a Triple Crown on the line, people get more interested in it. So the Belmont Stakes is in 2 weeks because there's a 3-week gap between the Preakness and the Belmont. So we still got 2 more weeks to see. But he's a heavy favorite. It'd be nice to see another horse, especially this close. I think the last Triple Crown winner was like 4 or 5 years ago. So, like I said, it kind of died off a little bit. But hopefully he wins. But other than that, not that much more sports news. I think the French Open starts for you tennis fans, I think this weekend. Hopefully Serena bounces back. I'm rooting for her, as always. And I just want to thank my subscribers. Oh yeah, before I forget, my man Slinky, he got a Mad League. It's called the Legends of Mad League. I think he was trying to say give his league a shout out. I'm gonna tell a quick story about that. I was in that league the year before last for Madden. This is about to be Madden 19, so Madden 17. I joined the league in the middle of this. Well, seems like the middle of the winter time. And I mean, they serious though. Like if you're a real serious Madden player, being on an online franchise league, it's serious. It's all human players. All 30 teams is controlled by humans. There's no computer at all. They got certain rules. You got to broadcast your games. It's a good league. I was in it. You know, I like to compete. I like the competitive fervor that make my hair stand on my neck. I like competing. It was just a little tedious, you know. If I had any, it was just tedious because it was like you had to set up your games. That was a pain. Some people live certain areas. Some people had to play late at night. That was the only thing that was irritating me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes. And my team, I think I wound up with the Detroit Lions. Actually, it's on the channel. If you look up Mad 17 on the channel, that's some of my games from that. I think I went like 3-3 on games that I actually played. But I got the Lions. They was like on the verge of the playoffs, and then I missed the playoffs. But then, see me, I'm a Madden player. I think I'm above average Madden player, but I play other games. So it's like, once I started, you know, really much by the end of the winter, I'm more either playing live a basketball game or some other game, you know, games that come out, for the Christmas season. But it's very demanding. I mean, but I recommend it. If you're a Madden player, I recommend, joining. His PlayStation handle is Be More Slinky. And I'm trying to join for 2019. So. For Madden 19, so if you is watching this Slink, hopefully you got a spot open for me. I think I want to play this year, so I gave you 3-4 minutes, so it should be no complaints. But I just want to say thank you again to all my family, like my sister right now. That's why I'm able to record again. Had my own little space. I'm having over a business. So this would be my recording space. My man Derek Ballard, he's been loyal, been watching me even when I was out. Anytime I posted any small video, he would hit me up. He even been watching my video game videos lately, so thanks Derek, bro. Like I said, still gotta get at you. Well, if you got IMO, I think you're IMO. If you got IMO, I can hit you up on that. I do have that. So hit me up on that, or I'll hit you up on it. Of course, my man Don Juan, he's been going through some things. He lost his mom, but he's been a loyal friend of mine, and he's part of the reason why I'm able to record as well. There's so many people to thank, man. All my new subscribers this week. Thanks through the No Man's Sky, through the division. I am going to do my Sonic Gauntlet today. I'm calling it a gauntlet because it's going to feel like one. I'm going to try to play the game straight through, no saves. Hopefully no deaths. I think I may do it. That's my goal. But if I don't, reach that goal, I still want to just beat the game. That's probably gonna take about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Sonic Mania Gauntlet, so look out for that. Probably won't do that till later on this afternoon. I did load the Jack and Daxter. I did a video of that yesterday. I finished the Mega Man playthroughs for the retro series. Like I said, as far as like newer games, I probably won't start doing those till July, probably. Like I said, because I want to do God of War. That's what I want to do. So, but thank you. Hopefully this vlog wasn't as long as the one last week. But enjoy the NBA playoffs as they heating up. Cause I'm going to do that. Like I said, Wednesday, have your notifications on or your eyes open. I'm gonna do a special vlog on the NBA Finals. We don't know who yet. But I'm hoping it's well, yeah, I put a poll up. I'll put a poll up again about that. Which finals matches you want to see. People might be tired of Warriors Cavs. I'm not. I mean, I guess I am because I think Cleveland don't have a chance. So I kind of want to see a competitive final. So I probably do want to see. I think Boston will give the Warriors or the Rockets a better series just because of how deep they are. And I think they could, when they explore, I think Boston can score as well. I think Cleveland can too, but well, we'll see. That's something we still don't know yet. So we're looking into the future. But Wednesday, we'll know who, and I have a full detailed preview of the NBA Finals. So like I said, just thank you so much again. And I love you guys, man. Keep subscribing, keep your thumbs up. I'm going to promote this video on IMO and on my little social media things that I do have. And everybody just have a blessed weekend. And I'll talk to you guys Wednesday. That's the next time I'll be on. Enjoy all the playthroughs on the channel. And I thank you guys again. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day.